Hey guys, welcome back. This is Rex from Spice Guys CCG, and today we got our regular Monday market watch. And you're gonna see on the screen right here, we got the big event that's on everyone's mind, the Red Bull Double Dawn tournaments.
This is crazy. You went to like the first one in the country.
I did go to the first one. I got ninth place. There's a top cut of top 8, and I got ninth by 0.1%. So very unlucky, but what is very surprising is how much this Dawn is going for.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty insane price. I mean, you definitely probably don't want to buy this price unless you're like a huge Red Bull fan. But I'm predicting once like the event is done, apparently there's only like I think like 4,800 sets of Dawn.
Correct.
Someone was saying
Sub
5,000 Dawn.
5,000 or less.
Yeah.
These are sold.
Yeah.
So this is not even speculation. This is what has already been paid. 860. 1K. The biggest thing is obviously at the end, the first person to go home and slap it on the kitchen counter.
Yeah, I feel like that, I don't know if that was real or like if someone, just doing some price inflation by like selling to themselves.
Who knows, but I don't think the price is, I'm going to be completely honest, I could see this being closer to 500. I could also see it one day being like 1,500, 2K, because this is, to my knowledge, only in America. Only 75 events, and the price is going to go down a little bit because there's going to be a bunch of people selling them, and then that's it. It's going to dry up.
Yeah, I think we'll see the price go down for sure in the next few weeks, but I think it'll come back up and maybe way above where we're at right now.
Yeah, I don't think personally that I'd go over a K, but it's your discretion. Obviously, it's your financial situation. It's how big of a Red Bull fan are you?
Yeah, I'm like, if you're really a big fan, like maybe wait till it's like 500 a set. Like 50 a card doesn't seem that crazy. Like, I feel like you can get a gold Dawn set for some type of gold Dawns like for that price.
Yeah, most gold Dawns hover around like 50. So if Red Bull Dawn to use like a gold Dawn, it's not that bad. And next is
you
like,
said it looks good, right, in person?
it looks really good. Looks like a really nice clean foiling on it.
That's nice.
We can also talk a little bit about the card that everyone throws in to the pack. This comes as participation. This is no foiling. This is just a regular SR that is been reprinted with a stamp on it that everyone's throwing in as like a part of the set.
Yeah, it doesn't even have like the SR foiling or anything. We talked about last video about this card, like the actual SR from PRBO2 and like how cheap it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and
it's a good card, I think.
It's a really good card. And if you want this card and not with the big price tag, may I recommend something with a little bit more foiling and pizzazz? The alt art for $20. Pretty good deal.
Definitely worth it if you, who's not a Luffy fan, but if you just want this card, like this alt is very cheap, and I'm sure this card will probably be more expensive in the future. There's one day probably going to be a deck that abuses it.
Somehow this was $9 at one point. I think that's insane. But
that is insane.
Still, I think 20 is pretty
yeah, I think the participation Red Bull Luffy might be more than this price. So,
yeah,
considering that, you might want this.
So despite my opinion of it not being like the flashiest, it is just as like limited as
there's less of this, right, than the Dawn.
Yes. So if we're just talking like pure like stocks, this price will go up whether you like the art or not. Unless like nobody wants it, but you'll see. We'll see. Next, we got another thing that happened last week is the premium Bandai Valentine's Day super drop. Yay!
Fucking like last minute drop. No one's like knows about this. They just do one tweet about it.
Yeah, bro.
Like a few hours before.
You better be single on Valentine's Day, or have a good friend. Shout out Somo for putting me on, because that's the only way you're gonna
I saw this shit. I was like I was able to get the links pretty fast, and I was trying to send them to the Discord, but it still wasn't enough because I got to the playmat like within 3 minutes of launch, because you gotta wait through all the loading time because everyone's trying to log in, and it's sold out in 3 minutes.
Yep. These drops are getting worse as the game is getting bigger, and
they're adding SMS verification, but I've heard from people like well versed in this stuff is that there's a lot of ways to get fake phone numbers and just still be able to bot it.
Yeah, I'd like to be optimistic and say that at least slow it down. But with technology being the way it is, it's just like a gamble.
Yeah, they're gonna make some defense, and then they're just gonna make 20 more new ways to counter it.
Yup. Now, do you want to talk about the art a little bit? You were saying that you thought that this would be pretty good value because of, I mean, obviously all of these are pretty decent value typically because they drop and they're sold out in a second. So
yeah, I think the big reason why this will be like, I mean, some of these cards, like, I don't really care for. I think these events look really cool, but like in terms of playable card, there's like maybe like 4, 5 in here, really.
Some of the playable cards, like, where's our St. Mjosgard fans? Like, that is probably not like one of the most popular characters. The Apu, notoriously not very popular. If you love Apu, comment it in the chat. Defend your man. Buggy is a super popular character, but I feel like this is the flashy.
This art is pretty mid.
Literally, he's known for being flashy, and you're telling me we got bro just like posted up like this? I mean, it's cool.
Bro, he looks so thug and gangster.
He does, which is cool, but like for a premium Bandai set, like come on. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the events are kind of carrying this, even though like I don't even know if the Mihawk event is played. I think like the NL one will be played, and that's about it.
From my knowledge, this isn't played. Obviously, this is a 4 of staple in the deck. I think this is a 4 of staple in the NL deck.
Yeah.
And there's obviously the Nami elephant in the room that's probably gonna like carry the price of this whole thing, even if it's a dog shit effect, because it has Nami on the cover.
Actually, we know the effect. I don't know where they're censoring it because they reveal it in Japanese. It's like a 2K that's a searcher.
What?
It searches top 3. It can search itself. It searches top 3, and it's a 2K.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
guys, I might find a new
Sky Island searcher.
Anyway, moving on.
It's not that crazy.
I think that's pretty crazy.
I mean, considering like we've had Buena Festa, which is a 2K searcher. This one actually looks at top 3, and it doesn't like mill the other 2 and stuff. So like, you know.
Oh, okay, that's.
It's definitely it's riskier in like the decks that you'd run it, right? If you're running like out of tribal stuff.
It's a Straw Hat searcher though, I'm assuming, right?
I don't know if it's Straw Hat or Sky Island. I think it was Sky Island.
If it's Sky Island, that makes it definitely a lot better.
One more note on the binders, which I think the prices, like if you want to get singles, are generally like decent, but I think it'll be worse this time because we were only limited to 2 each. I heard from some Australians they were limited to 1 each, so it actually might drive up the value of some of these cards.
Yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. Next, we got the playmat. This is going to be probably $5 million because bam. GP Luffy alt art.
Like, I don't think this alt goes that crazy compared to other GP arts, but the thing is, the foiling in this card game is just like generally the best out of like every card game. I think you can confidently say that.
100% agree with my full chest. Like, I'm over here like, this art's cool, I guess, and then I'm gonna see this buggy card in person, and it's gonna be like prettier than a diamond ring, and I'm gonna be like, I was so wrong.
Yeah.
This, I'm gonna tell you right now, this Ice Time alt is probably gonna be like insanely cool.
Yeah.
So the fact that I could already like think of what they're gonna do with this foiling gives me very, very high hopes.
This card is gonna be expensive for sure. It's gonna be like, I mean, the Nami is going really expensive right now. I think this one will be similar levels of price.
I might even
if not more
because the other GP Luffy leaders, I should have pulled them up, but they're like 1,500 for the Dodgers, and then like 800 I think because it jumped up for the one that's in the EBO2. So yeah, if you're gonna play GP, this might be the cheap. I don't know. I truly don't know.
That price seems crazy to me because I feel like the actual like EBO2 alt leaders, there's less of it than the Dodgers Luffy.
I agree. I think it's just because, I mean, when you're talking a couple of hundred versus 1,000, they're both like insanely huge sums of money. And not to be undercut too is this mat. I think this mat is really gorgeous. My only thing is I wish this was the entire mat and we didn't have the little loading screen animation in the background of it.
Yeah.
Next, we got, guys, we were here 1 week ago and we said pick this up for 20.
Yeah, like if you wanted to play it, it's getting the new starter deck support, right? Like it's a good pickup for 20, but like it's crazy. It just shot up like the next day.
Insane. So, you know, sometimes this is just proof, documented proof. We said get this at 20. Next week it's 65. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Next, we have things for, so next we're going to get into more of like if you're playing the game, like more staples of that nature and like a couple more alts. But This is more so for the players and not like the people who are trying to get like super high-end stuff. So if you're trying to get stuff for your starter deck, an SR for $4 is pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, this SR is definitely, I feel like, should be $1, you know, but I think it's definitely, the price has gone up a lot because it's used in several decks. Like, they run in Yellow Luffy, you can run it in Nami right now.
And Yellow Luffy and Yellow Luffy. At the Redbull tournament I went to, there was 3 Yellow Luffys I played just in my bracket. So I'm not shocked at this price. And I'm honestly quite happy that's not even higher.
Yeah, no, it's a decent price. Like, I'm used to SRs being, you know, a few bucks.
One of the nice things about, well, one of the few nice things about the game exploding like it did is that everyone's ripping. So SR prices are really, I think people should keep getting SRs while they're at a good level to fill out their collection.
For sure. Like, I mean, last week we talked about the OP14 SRs, how they mostly stabilized.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
like, you know, hopefully that'll happen for EBO3. I mean, it's looking pretty unlikely until we get wave 2, but we can hope.
I'm so worried, but we're gonna leave that for, what is it, end of the month? I think it's end of the month.
I mean, I think maybe next week, right? Like, I think the stuff's coming out this week now.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Well, we'll see that next week, shall we? Next, we got the other card for the kid deck. We have the secret. The secret is the same price as SR. Chat, we don't need to tell you to buy a secret under $5. We do not need to tell you. Actually,
I know it's really good.
I don't even think this is the reprint one. This wasn't even the reprint one. Chat,
wow.
It's literally $2.
Yeah, no, it's definitely probably worth buying because it's good in the kid deck. There's potential of it coming back in Rosinante. I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure the new law can also play this law out.
Like, this is a ridiculous price. Please buy this. Please, if you don't buy anything else and you're playing, get your secrets for under $3. Get your secrets, bro. Next, we got some Charlotte Katakuri staples. We got the SR.
This card is just broken, honestly.
It's so broken. Well, I mean, the way that Power Creeper is going, this is going to be phased out in like a couple months, but...
No, they're going to reveal something tomorrow, like, for like the NL deck that's just like Power Creeps this somehow. Yeah.
6 cost 10k, restand 5 Don. Like, I don't know anymore. Yeah. We're getting really goofy. We could talk about Borsalino next for anyone who watches the Japanese finals. That was interesting.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
anyway,
that card is broken.
Yeah, 5 cost? Yeah. Yep. This card, still really good. Also really good. Remember when this was the scourge on everyone's mind?
This is like the aggro deck killer, basically. It's like, you drop this, you heal a life, you remove pressure, and you develop a big body at the same time.
Oh, like, yeah.
What more could you ask for?
We even had a pair ban.
2 of these? Oof.
Yeah, and then you have them together. This was the pair ban, right?
Yeah.
And now, look how much they've fallen. Let me see if I can even go... I guess this one wasn't ever that much. Was this one either?
It was, the prices were pretty stable. Like, 9 was probably cheap AF because OP8 was really cheap.
Man, I love that at least playing this game is becoming more and more playable. That's so amazing.
Yeah, I think the expensive stuff for UP was like the secret bond plays and such.
True.
Sanji.
Maybe next week's video we talk about those. Next we have some things for Kuzan. Not much to say. SR, that's like less
really
than
cheap.
fries.
This is like a key card for Kuzan, like develop 2 big bodies 1 turn. Yeah, you need that.
And I don't know about your guys.
It's your win con.
Yeah, exactly. But in my locals, if you can pay less than $1, like if the card's less than $1, I just give it for free. And a lot of other people are like that. So you could probably get some of these things for free because people have like a million of them. The people who like really rip.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we got the next one, which is Dragon. This is played in the Sabo deck.
It's a good card. It's like a worse Moria, but it plays out 6 cost and like, I don't know, playing out basically 2 8 costs in 1 turn in Sabo Koala. It's just nice. It's good.
Especially in the Sabo deck where you have the crazy overstated 6/8 blocker that does
6/7.
everything. 6/7.
Yeah.
So really, really good. And I got a little bit spice. $10. Not bad. I think it looks much cooler if you're a big Dragon fan. Not much else to say on this.
To the 3 of you out there.
The 3 of you out there. Or if you love, shout out Julian, our good friend, who's a big Rev Army
He's got a
Insane.
crazy Rev Army binder. Like he's basically got like 4 of like almost every Rev Army card,
Exactly.
even like other countries.
So any Julians out there, get them while they're at a good price. Next we got this one, which is for both the red Luffy deck and which is the other one you said?
Sabo.
Sabo, sorry. Yep. Another one where you can maybe just ask your friends at locals, hey, do you have any extras? So another one that you can just get from your friends, and it is a not I want to say a staple in Sabo, but a really good closer, right?
It is. I think it is a staple, but it's not like a 4 of. It's like a 2 of. But even I'd say Black Dragon is like a 2 of because the deck is just you have so many searchers, you have so much consistency. You'll find the 2 of that you need.
Next we got the Dragon Alt, and this is also by probably my favorite artist in general for the TCG, Akira Egawa. Man, her stuff looks so sick.
Yeah, no, she's fire, and I think there's actually a lot of people who just collect her art for the game. Like they might not even be involved with the game; they just love her art, and that's what they just pick it up.
Yep, sub 20, pretty good. Next, we got another one from the starter deck for.
Yeah, I feel like they could reprint this, but it's also an SR, so I don't see it being reprinted in the starter deck. So I'm like, might as well pick this up if you want to play ST21 Luffy.
Yeah, they may just put new SRs into the starter deck. And again, we're looking at a buck card, so you can get your playset for just 4. Not bad. Next, we got some more no, wait, sorry. This is Zoro. We got a Zoro SR. This card is broken, by the way. Well,
I sold like a playset of these for like 120. You know, at its peak.
Yeah, now look at it. This is a reprint too. Whenever you see this red text, you know that you're on the right page.
Yeah, like literally the difference between the reprint is like I think they put like a pencil or something on the thing, and like it really doesn't change how it looks at all, basically.
Yeah, it says it does not include EN at the end of the copyright, so I'd have to like get out a magnifying glass to even find where the difference is. And the price is sometimes like half less, as you're going to see later on. So not much to say here. This card was broken, still is insanely powerful, and under $1. Next.
Cheap SEC, cheap secret.
Cheap secret. Also could be played
and I mean,
Zoro.
Yeah, and it's a good Mihawk card. Like green is like one of the things it lacks is good cycling, and this is I think the best option for cycling in the color.
Yep. And it gives you a Dawn just because it's nice.
Yep.
And last but not least, the secret we have is this is what I was telling you guys. This is $5 for Rayleigh. Nah, how about I get half that price?
Half the price.
And all we're missing is like that same English thing. And you know what's a fun little tidbit? This is also by Akira Egawa, which is really cool.
Yep. And I mean, I think you could run this in like VV and stuff. It's a kind of a good board control card. I mean, even if you're not KOing anything, just in some decks, I feel like reducing the power of 2 units, if you're like a bigger leader, is like totally fine by you.
Yep, this also used to be a broken one back in my Goat Shanks deck, but nothing could be KO'd anymore. So, poor guy is falling off a little bit, but even if you just like the art for $2, it's a pretty good deal.
Thanks.
And yeah, this was a little bit more of a like what's going on in One Piece Plus Market Watch video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next Monday. Got anything to say before we sign off, Somo?
I don't know, just let us know what you want to see from us.
Yep. We're gonna have a new video on Friday that is not a tier list, I promise you. And with that, bye chat. See you later.